Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 0, 1 of 1 back again. If I am looking at the right thing. Yep, okay, we're here. Alright, good. Looks like the video's working. Little bar for the audio is working. I think we're actually good to go. Okay, so it is a little past noon in the game. And I can tell because of this thing. So, that's fun, right? Alright. So the next thing that I have to do is kind of build, yeah, something here. Now, there's a lot of stuff that I need to put in here. I'm not exactly sure how all of this is going to work yet, but I do know that this needs to go up onto the edge. Okay. And then this has to go up to here. And then I suppose I could probably just fill this in too, right? Have this be a little bit more solid. And then with that, I am out of blocks. Or plates, anyways. And I still need to upgrade my tools. Didn't I? I thought I made new tools. I'm pretty sure I did. Didn't I? I think I did. Let me see if they are in here. I don't know, maybe I didn't make new tools. We have the basic drill. Okay, apparently I did not. Okay. I would like you to make a new one of these and a new one of these, if you don't mind. Excellent. And then you can go there, and you can go there, and then that, oh, I suppose that's got to go in there like that, right? Let's go in here like that. Okay. And that can go there. We good? I think we're good. Okay, good. Then we need tools. Okay, so that's already there. Good. And that can go, and then that can go. Excellent. All right. Now I should be able to build a little bit faster. Yes, that is much better. Okay, so that goes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have this and that. All right. And then from under here, we go in again. So then that means that that can go to there. And then we have a 45, and then we have that, and then it goes straight down? Yeah, okay. So that can go there, and then this goes here. Why is there something blinking up there? It's weird. Oh, okay. And then this just goes down to here. And then we'll go down 2 more. And then from here, it's just 45s. So that's going to go to there, and then to there. Oh, and then these are going to be a little different as well. So that's got to go there, and then this needs to, well, hang on. No, that one. There we go. Right. So from here, so after the first one, then this is going to be a 2x1 slope upwards. And then another 2x1 slope upwards. Okay. And then the rest of this is 45s. For a while. Okay. So let's get that onto there. sir, if you don't mind. There we go. And then that, and then that, and then that, and then that. And then that goes down at least another one. That goes down another, well, I mean, the 45s go all the way down, right? But let's see, that's going to be there. So I need to go down, well, I need 2 more solid blocks in here. So that can go there, and there, and there. Okay. Okay, and then that goes to there. And I think I need 1 more, and then everything else after this is 2x1s down. So this then becomes like that. At least I think that's how this is. Oh, hang on. Okay, yeah, so then this should be over here like that. And then we can start building out. Good, right? And then this needs to be 45s going down. Something like that, right? All right, and then this can go to there. Good. And then this, I suppose, can go here. There we go. All right. And then, let's see, that needs to be out to there, and then that can go down to here. I have something stuck in my tooth and it's bothering me. I think I got it. Okay. All right. So that's 2 sides done, right? Viking, welcome. Mixing up the emojis. He did the party emoji, then the cheers emoji, then the party emoji, versus doing 2 party emojis and then the cheers emoji. I see ya. Switching things up on me. Okay, so now that we've got kind of all of this, I'm going to put this into discharge mode. And then I'm going to take this thing and actually all of these other batteries. So batteries, all of these. We'll just do all of them, right? Yeah. And these will just go into recharge mode. And then they will take out all of the power from there. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to use this inner area here to set up sort of like a functional base. So it'll have everything that we need to actually, you know, process ores and make oxygen and store stuff. So I got to try to fit all of that in here, which is going to be interesting. And I don't know how well it's going to work, but we're gonna see. And then I also want to see if I can put in like a an elevator in here if I can. I have no idea if that's even going to work. Because otherwise you're gonna have to like fly to get up to like this area, you know, and like this is just like the mid area here. So I'm thinking, I mean, like, how am I gonna put an elevator in here to begin with, right? I mean, there are ways to do it. Like, I could actually put in a bunch of pistons from here down and have them extend down and then pull up. And then it's just kind of like, I mean, it's still an elevator. It's just kind of like built in reverse, which, you know, should be fine. And then this needs power cells. And then what do those power cells need? Or did you just stop making power cells? Apparently just stopped making power cells. Okay. So we'll get like 1,000 of those in there. Call that good. Okay. So I mean, it's looking fairly spiffy, which is good. And then we're gonna do glass for the sides here. And we'll see how we can make that work. But of course, before I can do that, I'm gonna need just a ridiculous amount of girders. And then this is still doing a thing, right? That's still doing a thing, right? Okay, good. Okay, so girder. Grab like 100, I guess. Apparently I need energy too. Alrighty, and good. Alright, excellent. Okay. So I want to have like a front side and a back side, right? So the front side will have the windows, the back side will not. So let me just see what we got in here for windows. Alright, so then this can go, nope, like that. There we go. Okay. And then that has to go like this. And then I'm thinking I want to put a door in here. I mean, we don't have any like diagonal doors, so we can either do like a corner or we could do like a straight through. Let's do a corner. A little corner door over here. Yeah. So we'll throw that into there. And then let me see. Let's put in that. And then we'll fill this in the rest of the way with this. And then we'll do the same thing over here, except, you know, in reverse. So that'll go there. Wait, is that correct? Yes, that is correct. Okay. Then we'll go back to the windows and we'll put in all of those again. So that can go. Okay. And then this can go in here. There we go. All right, and then we'll go into here. Oh. There we go. And then what I get to do after the video is review the edits my editors made on the first Space Engineer book that I have sent to her. So that'll be fun. So that's the Space Engineer book 4 that she's gotten back to me on, and then she said it's going to be another 2 weeks to get the next one, and then probably another 2 weeks after that to get the third one. So that'll be books 4, 5, and 6. And then I also spoke to my, well, not my author, but the author who did the work or the cover work on the first 3 books, and I'm seeing if he's interested in doing cover for the next 3. And if he can't, or if I can't get a hold of him, there is actually a young woman at work who does art, and she's actually fairly good. And so I kind of proposed the idea as kind of like a hypothetical, and she's like, yeah, I'd be interested. And I'm like, awesome. So we'll see how how that all works out. Okay, so that is going to be sort of like our central section. And then I'm thinking this part up here should probably be solid, I'm thinking. But I actually kind of like the way that this looks. It's kind of nice, except for that part. Like I need to do something about that. Actually, let me do. This is going to be kind of silly, but let me just put that there. Right? And it just kind of, I don't know, preserves the look of the glass, I guess. And it's still trying to build batteries too. Okay, so this is all the way dead. Yes, good. All right. Well, then I guess we can just tell this to go like that. All right, so now I have access to everything that the drill is going to be pulling out. So I can take that and actually store it within here, if I so choose. So what we're gonna have to do for this is one, get it back over to here. And then I'm thinking we go up here like this. And this will just kind of go all the way up to the top, because I mean this is also got to go up into the space elevator too, so. And then this, yeah, we'll just put this in here because I know I'm going to need it. And then we'll head around and put in that. We'll do it, I don't know, that'll work. Okay. I mean, no one's going to see that, so. Okay, so now that I've got this, I'm going to, well, I'm going to have to figure out some way to fit all of the other things I'm going to need in here. So assemblers, refineries, all of that has to go in here, and it's all got to fit somehow. I mean, there's a couple different ways that I can do it. I don't know if I like any of those ways, but and then I can turn all of these things back off of recharge. We'll just group these and call them batteries. Save, and then we'll just take them off of the terminal. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That includes that, right? No? Okay, hang on. Okay, that needs to be in this group. So, save. And then this one, specifically. Why isn't that... What? Okay. Let's just delete this thing. Try this again. Okay, so all of the batteries are here. Okay. Make sure these are all selected. Okay, batteries. Save. Okay. Now I want to not show them. Why does that one still show up in here? Whatever, it's fine. I don't care. Oh, wait, no, maybe it's because that was specifically the one that I tried to open. And so that's why it shows up. So like if I click on this one, it should be a different one. So at 12, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so now we have to figure out some sort of a cradle, and then throw in elevator in here somehow. And then I'm thinking what I should do is completely block off that front section and have this rear section accessible only via this door. So then, like, for example, like I could take like windows or something. So these ones right here, and then place them here. And I'll just do like 2 of these, I guess. Viking says, "Oh wow, that would be great. Hopefully everything goes smooth for you. It sounds like a great book." Thank you. The first 3 are already out. You can get them on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Just look up The Space Engineer. You should be able to find them. These next ones are just a continuation of that. So, all right, now, okay, so now I'm kind of curious. If I'm in here, right, and I'm going into here, right, I've got these windows over there that I can no longer make use of. I have these windows in the front, which is kind of interesting, but no, I think I can't do this. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to put in something over here to make a wall or something. Because as the elevator, which is going to fit, I'll probably make like a 3x3 or something like that. That's got to, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Yeah, I want to be able to, like, as we're going up in the elevator, to look out like all of the windows and not have anything blocking them, right? Or at least these front windows. And then, okay, so then that's going to get us out to here. And then out here, I'm going to have, I'm going to need something. Landing pads, maybe? I don't know. I mean, I still have to build up this whole section here, so I suppose I could do that. Okay. Nope. Alrighty. Alrighty. My poor little rover. Missing a wheel and everything. I mean, I haven't really needed to use it, so... Alright, let's see. How is our battery situation going on over here? We're at 18.7%? Okay. Guess that's alright. This should be constantly plugging in a little bit of power, right? Oh, wow. It's full. All the way full. Okay. Huh. Alright. Guess I don't have to worry about the power then. It's always a good thing. Let's see. Let's get some more of these. All right. Pretty quick, didn't I? All right. Oh. There we go. All right. Sorry, this probably isn't the most interesting content in the world, but it is what I have to do right now, so that's what we're doing. Okay, so there's 125 used again. All right, so that is now done. Good. Okay. So now what we should probably do is line this entire thing, at least these front sections here, with solar panels. And we'll do just, I don't know, like basic ones or whatever. Like these will still be like the powerhouse ones because they're the tier 3 and they'll generate the most. But as the sun is going, you know, this way, we should be able to pick up some power. So I figure we might as well, you know, use it, right? So, Viking says, I love the building. It's my favorite part, watching your builds come to life. Why, thank you. Alright, so that gets to go here. And then this is also a really easy way to make a floor because these use up 8 blocks. So I'm kind of okay with that. I'll leave that section there. Alright. And then, do I want to make this... Yeah, we should probably make these inline. Okay, so now, let's see. Can't put it there, but we can put it here. Alright, now that, I believe, can just fit. And then that one cannot. Alright. So that's going to be what we got for just kind of solar on the floor here. So the rest of this will just kind of fill in. Alright. So there's that. Good. Alright, so then that can give me all of that, and then I just need to replace that process over here. Alright, so that can go to here. And then that one can go there, and I think we could do one more. Yeah. No, 2 more. Aha. Nope, not 2 more. Alright. Let's see, can we get it in there? Yes, we can. That one we can't. Alright, that one we can't. That one we can. And then that one we can, that one we can. And that'll be pretty much it. Alright. So, now that that's done... Oops. I need more steel plate. Okay. Alright, now we'll just build this kind of over here, sort of. Okay. So that'll be all of those. Good. I think. Okay. Alright, so now we're gonna need some storage. And then also, how am I gonna run? No, I could probably, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Sorry, I'm just arguing with myself over here. I want to have like a speed refinery and a yield refinery. So I need to control kind of like what goes into where. And then this is probably saying that it needs something, right? We are out of iron. How did that happen? Well, actually, how much stone do I have left? Stone. Oh my god. Okay. We have processed all of our stone. Okay. Alright, so now this part is going to be the not so fun part. So this, we're going to make this velocity 0.001. Just ridiculously slow. Because we're going to want this to go down very, 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 very slowly. See, so already we're picking up some stone. So that's good. That's what we want. Then as this goes down, because this is also spinning around in circles slowly, we'll just, yeah. But with how slow we're going, I think that's probably adequate. I'm thinking. Maybe. And I'm kind of wondering if I'm going too slow. So 5 times faster, which means it will collect 5 times faster, and we'll produce 5 times more, because now we're getting some bigger chunks here. Another thing I should probably build is a medical bay. Does this thing have a gyro? It does. I'm just thinking about my poor wheel over here. It's one of the left ones. Okay, which one needs the wheel? It's this one, which is right 4. Okay. So right 4, and we're going to tell it to add a wheel. But first we're going to turn this thing on. No, not enough power in that gyro. Apparently not. No, still not. Okay. How strong is the gyro currently? Oh, that's why. We'll do 0.5. There we go. Ha! Got our wheel back. Nice. All right, then we can turn that back off, and we are able to move again. So, good. All right. All right, so now that we've got that, so that's building up all of this stuff. Good. And it looks like it built up the rest of that. Not like all the way, of course, but you know, it's getting there. And then it's probably trying to make solar cells, maybe? Not actually sure what it's trying to make. I mean, we're going to be building for a while, so yeah, I'm definitely going to need like more assemblers, I think. Okay, so I suppose, yeah, because we still got to build all of that, right? So that's going to take a while. Basically everything's going to take a while. Okay, we're definitely pulling up bigger chunks now, so that's good. And it looks like the drills are still fairly high above here. They're not taking out too big of a chunk. Okay, and let's check out here because this is moving the fastest. Chunks taken out here are good size. All right. So I'd say that our speeds are pretty good. So we just need to keep letting it work, I guess. Let's see. Now let's check this little guy, make sure he's still doing his thing. Oh yeah. Still popping out the little ices, little bits of ice. Nice. Alright, so this thing is going to be massive. In case you didn't know already. I mean, we still got to go like way up there. And then I got to figure out a cradle for this thing and how to get that to work. And then like what would be the best way to power it, of course. That's another question. I mean, I could do a climbing one, but those, if they miss a connection, it's just going to fall, which is terrible. The issue with driving ones is they tend to go a little crooked. So that's not great. And then plus, like, your braking is based on the power of the tension between the wheel and whatever surface it happens to be on, which is not amazing. And I don't know if there is a better way to do it. I mean, I could do a climbing one with magnets. That would be interesting. And it would work, technically. But then, again, if it misses like a magnetic thing, which, you know, it shouldn't, but also if it triggers the magnet when it's not supposed to, it could break things, so we definitely don't want to do it that way. Let's see, what other ways are there to do this? We could do one with thrusters and then just use wheels as guides. That one probably makes the most sense, but the problem with that is you end up with really high rates of speed. And if you go crooked at all, it breaks things. So let me think. Like, what other moving kind of blocks do we have? We have rotors, we have hinges, we have pistons, we have thrusters, we have wheels. I did try making a geared one once, and it ended up chewing up the blocks, so... But I wonder if you use the block that actually has... that can actually handle that, like wheels, what if you were to make like a gear with wheels? Would that even be like a thing? Viking says if you did 3 rails up with 3 wheel per rail, you should be good. You would think that. But as I said, like the like if it starts going off at a weird angle, what happens is the wheels start to slip, right? Because you can't get it an exact fit, otherwise it won't move, right? So you have to put in some amount of slack in there, just so that way the wheels can actually do what they need to do. But in doing that, you also increase the risk of the wheels slipping. And so if you start going off at like an angle or something like that, then like maybe one wheel will have like a lot more force on it because, you know, it's going crooked, right? But then at the same time, if one wheel has a lot more force on it, another wheel has a lot less force on it. And then as soon as that happens, that's when you start slipping off of the rails. And if you slip off the rails, you have nothing to catch you. You fall all the way down, and then you destroy whatever it was that you were on. And that's if it doesn't, because I mean, it's going to be dropping at terminal velocity, which means it'll be going very quickly. So that way, if it hits any part of the rails on its way down, it's just going to break the rails, and then you have to redo everything. So I mean, if I was going to do wheels, I would have 8 sets. And so, and then that would be like a minimum. And that's just like 8 sets on like one level. I would also have to have like another set above it and another set below it. And that's just to try to keep everything aligned. So can wheels work? Yes. But it requires a lot more to it. I mean, it's a good idea, and it can work if you're very, very careful. But I want something that will work even if you're not careful. And then preferably something with, you know, a steady rate of speed would be good too. I mean, I'm kind of thinking going for a gear system. Only for the teeth, I'll use wheels, because then the wheels can interact with each other and they won't break. Viking says, would it be the same if you had a duplicate set, one for the top and one for the bottom, even with 3? So the thing with doing it in 3s is that we can't really go at 120-degree angles in this game. Now, ideally, because you've got a 360 degrees in a circle, you would want one wheel at 120, another wheel at 240, and then the final wheel at 360, right? Because then you're pretty much centered and everything kind of stays in there as it needs to be. But the problem with Space Engineers is it's a 90-degree system, right? So you would have to do at least 4. And apparently, these things are filling up. I was like hearing like a lot of like things just like falling down. I'm like, what the hell? I'm guessing these are full already, which is insane. But let's take a look. Stone. Static drill is putting out stone. Yeah, that's full. That's full. That's full. That's full. That's full. That's not full. And that's, well, that's as much as I can fit in there. So, all right. So what I should probably do is stop the piston for now. If I turn that off, it should stay, right? Yeah, okay, good. And then this way it can just kind of catch up, because, yeah, we got to go down quite a ways still. And that is a lot of stone. But hey, I needed materials, right? So we definitely got them. All right, and then is this still building up the wall over here, or like what are the bobs doing? Bobs aren't doing anything because the inventory's full. Okay. It's the only bad thing about bobs. They need space to move things, and if you don't have space, they don't work. So yes, that's the solid blue right here. That means that it's got the nanobots out, but they're not actually doing anything, so that's why it's not changing colors. And I wonder if this actually tells you like what's going on with it. Well, let's find out. Yeah, block inventory is full. Okay. So it'll pick up as it can, and as the refinery can process. It's actually filling up the connector now. That's kind of hilarious. Okay, how's our refinery doing? Still processing, still working. Okay, good. Let's get some energy in here. Okay, so then at this point, the bob is basically done until all of this extra stone gets picked up. And then we got to go through and process it all, so that's why it's being kind of silly right now. There's a lot of extra stone. Okay. Yeah, and of course it's not even picking up these ones either, so... Oh, it kind of is. Okay. Or those are just getting phased out of the game. That could be too. Alright, so let me get an alloy plate and we'll just build it like another one of these things. I can't believe I need so many of these. Large, cargo, tier 3. And we gotta go on that way. I might as well build another one, right? This is a lot less painful with the higher tier drill. There we go. Now that should make everything start working again. Of course, that's just gonna start filling up right away too, so... Uh-oh. It already built it. Okay, my bad. Alright, so that can go there, and then this is probably gonna start filling up, which is fine. That hydrogen bottle needs to be refilled. Sir. Thank you. Alright, so now it should be building all kinds of stuff. Good. Excellent. It's almost done. Oh, there we go. Just had to think about it for a second. Bob makes my life so much easier. Okay. Let's see. What is that? It looks like a little wedge that isn't actually there. Huh. Weird. Alright, so we should have plenty of room now, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, 1.4 million, 1.5 million. It's a ridiculous amount. Okay, so... let me think here. I'm trying to think of, because like I've got this off of one corner, right? So I kind of want to do things on all of the other quadrants as well. And I'm wondering if integrating some storage into this would be a good idea. Or maybe it's a bad idea, I don't know. Alright, looks like the rocks coming out of here are getting smaller, so that's good. Okay, so I guess that'll be fine for now. What are we doing with the solar panel things over here? We're not making anything right now? Are you kidding me? Why? Oh, now it's making stuff. Okay. Let's see what I have in here for solar panels. Just regular ones. Solar cells. Aha. Let's keep 250 of those. Now that should starting to make some solar cells. Yep, perfect. And then I can use those to complete the other solar stuff over there, so that's good. We're just about at midnight. Not quite at midnight, but nearly there. Alright, so we've got this. Now, another thing that I could do... I mean, this doesn't have to be like a completely... what's the word? Where it's equal on both sides. It doesn't have to be exactly like that. It can be like a little off. So I'm wondering if it might make sense to put like a bunch of storage like on this block going up. And we'll make kind of like another little tower and do some decorative connections over on this side to it or something. Maybe like an X kind of shape in there or something. And then of course I'm going to need to actually get everything in here connected. So I just got to go through here, I'm guessing. Okay, that's getting built. Perfect. And then these are all built all the way up to there. Alright, so then this thing has to come out as well. And we'll clear 3. And then that's going to be where the elevator will fit in there. So I'm going to have to get that to sneak in there quite carefully. And then also would be a good idea to know how far this has to go to. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so if we've got 16 blocks and each piston will give us 4 blocks, that'll require 4 pistons. And that's just to get us moving. And then 4 pistons are also going to take up 8 blocks. So we're going to need 8 blocks above here. And that's where the start of the pistons are going to have to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I think that works. I'm going to need more plate though. Alright, so plate. That'll work. Alright. So if I have to put this down in the middle, that's going to be where that has to go. So piston. That's got to go there, and then we got to drop this down. Sir, can you go on here, please? Thank you. Oh, I forgot about the offsets there. Okay, so I got to actually move this up. So, okay. It's easy enough to do. But I wonder if that's going to change the overall length that we need, though, too. One, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so let's look up pistons. Okay, so one of these. Okay, so this is, I'm gonna have to name these. Piston elevator 1. Oh, okay, hang on. There we piston elevator 2. Piston elevator 3. And then piston elevator 4. Alright, good. All right, so now if I extend all of these pistons, we'll see how far it goes down. Okay, so pistons, elevator, save and reverse. I think it's going to be a block short. Oh, no, that's actually good. Excellent. All right. So, oh, and I need energy. I could probably make a garage off of one of those quadrants too. Now I can like plug this thing in somewhere. Okay. Probably put the garage on the backside there. Okay. So with that going down as far as it does, so that goes down to this block here, and then plus whatever the offset is for all four of those, which is 0.15 each, I believe. 0.1 or 0.15, I think it's 0.15. So that's times 4 is going to be 0.6. So then if I make this at max distance 9.4, then I reverse. That should put us precisely, or at least pretty damn close, to where that needs to be. So yeah, I'd say that's fairly close. I'm going to say it's a little bit less though. Okay, so let's give it another 0.14 down. So that'll be 0.25. And then we'll reverse, and then reverse again. Now this should be able to place a block onto here and not have it be too far above the ground. Okay, so that's good. So that means we should be able to walk just kind of right on top of it, which is what we want. Okay. So now that I have that, I'm going to need the scaffold blocks. Well, actually, I probably want something better than this if I can. Okay, well, let's think about this real quick. From here, I could actually drop it down. Oh, well, no, because... no, I think that's not going to work either. It has to be a block. Because I think that's all the space I have up here. Yeah, I've got a block and change, and that's it. So, like, yeah, so like you see that, right? So that's where our offset is. It's reflected up here too. Okay. So I have a little bit of space, potentially. But, let's see, how would I do this? So this has straight through, it has corners. So like, what is this? Corner, corner inverted. And then we have this walkable one, which is just kind of out there, I guess. Okay. Hang on, no, I might be able to do something else. Okay, so passage. Okay, so if I put this passage on here, right? Oh, I need interior plate. Okay, let's go grab those real quick. And I could put a panel on the bottom. interior plate, good. Alright, so that can go there. And then if I put the panel on here on the bottom, actually, you know what? I'm going to go a little fancy. And we're going to do a glass panel on the center block, and we'll do regular panels around it. And I could go even fancier if I wanted to, but... And I mean, I actually could. Okay, so let me get back to what we're doing. Okay, so we were gonna want, do we want a clear view? No, we don't want to terrify people. That's the issue with doing the passages and not making it a smart block right away, is Bob sees it and is like, oh hey, this isn't a smart thing. So that's another thing we have to do, is make this a smart block. And then I need girders. Okay, fine. Okay, hopefully it doesn't delete it again. Alright. So what I can do here is do another passage, and we'll do the T passage here. We'll set that up here, and then what I can do immediately is put one of these little control panels on here, and then that makes this whole thing a smart block grid thing, whatever. Okay, so then we do another one of these T panels. Now the only bad thing about this is going to be very close to the limits of what this can handle. Now let's see, we're going to want an entrance on both sides here. So we'll do that here. And we'll do that here. And then we'll do windows. Should I do full windows? I should probably do full windows. And then these will go there and there. Okay, and then we'll go back into the panels and grab, do I not have the corner? Of course I don't. I just want a flat panel that's curved. I don't have it. That's fine though, because I've got flat curved windows, so. Alright, so that has to go onto here. I mean, we're gonna want the round window. Does that include all of those? It does, okay. Nope, do the inverted, there we go. Okay, so that can go there. And there, I guess. Alright, and then we'll throw in just a regular old flat panel on top of here, just to make sure that everything is nice and connected. I don't know how that's going to work with sliding past the blocks. Okay, now that I've got that, okay, actually, hang on. Let me do windows on the corner, or on the corners here. And then this one, we'll make them dark on the inside, so that way we don't scare the crap out of people who are trying to take this thing. Because if it's clear, people aren't going to realize that there's actually glass that they're standing on and they get freaked out. So just try to get that working. And then that can go there and there, there and there. And then what I want to do in the middle here is do a light panel. And that light panel, oh no, it only goes downwards? Crap. Okay, so then I guess we won't do that. Actually, let me just try it and we'll see if the light bleeds through. I mean, if nothing else, it should bleed through the glass, right? So maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, who knows. All right, let's see. Okay, so let's drop back down into here. Throw the panel in here, see what that looks like. Intensity is crazy high, but let's drop that down to 1.5. And does that light up the inside? It's hard to tell because I can't actually see the inside, and the answer to that is no. Unless this has an offset. No, it's a blink offset. Okay. Oh wait, no, it does have an offset. Okay, so that's kind of what we want. And if we increase this back up to 5, it's kind of something, right? Maybe, sort of. It's not very bright. But so I'm definitely gonna need like lights once I get out here, of course. All right, and then we're gonna need a minimum here, so that's gotta be even with that. So I'd say that's what, 0.6. Oh, what did I have on the bottom? Like 0.75, right? So let's make the minimum distance 0.75, and then we will reverse this one. See where that looks. Ghost of Snuffles, welcome, says try checking the radius of the light. Okay. Radius is 3.6 meters, so I could make it, I mean, hell, we can go all the way to 20, but it still doesn't really light up in here kind of the way that I want it to. So let me just try like 5. I mean, 5 is roughly where I want it to be because it lights up, you know, at least the ceiling in here. Now, granted, it's going to be a little weird like that, but I don't know, man. It's fine. Okay, so let's turn the light back on. Okay, so 0.75 was not enough, so it's got to be 1 block minus 0.75, right? So if 1 block is 2.5, 2.5 minus 1 point, or yeah, so minimum distance, so 0.75. So 2.5 is the full block minus 0.75 is 1.75. I think that's correct. So then we will reverse. There we go. That looks right. Okay, so and then also something I noticed in the windows is we have, oh no, those are curved. Okay, I thought those were flat and they might fit in there, but no. Okay, so yeah, definitely need a medical room. I can build one. I mean, I've got all the parts for it. Guess I'm just kind of lazy. We're at about, so if that's 6 o'clock, that's midnight, I'd say we're probably at about 3 a.m. right now. All right. All right, so is there a way? No, I think every single block space in here is being used, so I could do button panel pedestal. Put that kind of like out here. No, that doesn't really work. Put it there, right? Put another one over here. And then this is just going to tell the pistons to reverse. So groups, pistons, reverse. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Okay, so K, groups, pistons, reverse. So now, ooh, we get stuck. Okay. All right. I kind of figured that was going to happen. It could be getting stuck on the windows here. It could be getting stuck on those. But how you fix that is by giving it more power. So pistons. Okay, so one. These all have to, well, actually these three have to share the inertial tensor. We could probably tell that one to share the inertial tensor too. That's probably fine. And then we need more power. So, and that's along the axis. So we'll go 250,000. See if that will work. Here's our little elevator. You can walk around. Have a look out the windows. Okay, now let's, because I put those the windows on the bottom, so I want to make sure that this isn't pushing too far here, so I'll have that go to there. And then I just want to have just the tiniest little bit of space under here. Yeah, that'll be good. So yeah, so you can kind of see that there's a little bit of space in there, so that is what I want. All right, so then you can walk into here, from here, and then immediately walk into the elevator. I need to put in buttons. And apparently I am moving. Yeah, and I suppose it is kind of getting squeezed in between these two things, so it's probably not the best, but at the same time, it ensures that it doesn't get stuck on a lip up there, which could happen if this wasn't here. So I'm not going to say it's the worst thing in the world. Alright, so let me throw on, we'll put this in here, over on this side. We'll do another one over here. And then this is for the pistons to reverse. And then this is also for the pistons to reverse. So, there we go. And then that will bring us back up. It's shuddering a little bit because it keeps getting stuck. I'm guessing it's because it's sliding up against this part right here. And then this, as long as it makes it through here, I'm good. Now, I might be able to fix that slightly by adding a little bit more force, but I don't want to push it too much. So we'll give it 300,000. We'll see if that makes it any better. Okay. Yeah, it's a little better. Still bouncing a little bit, but it's somewhat more smooth. Somewhat. There we go. Down to the bottom. Okay, so that's done. Yay. All right, let's see. What else we want to do? We need more battery cell part things, sir, if you don't mind. Do you have the tier 3 power cells in here? You got regular power cells, solar cells, power cell T2. You don't have T3. Okay, so what's the dealio? Okay, so let's go to the assembler, tell it to learn something, and then we'll put in a couple hundred of these, see if it'll learn it. Sometimes it doesn't like learning. Oh, there we go. Took a little while. Okay, now it should set itself back to its original name. Eventually. Because if it doesn't, we got issues. Okay, and we are out of silver. Okay, so let me go and grab more of that, I guess. Okay. Get some power real quick. And then, let's see. 743 meters away. Okay, so that's going to be our target. Nope, go out. Okay. Ice, magnesium, cobalt. Gold, silver, that way. There we go. Okay, so the gold is over there, and the silver is actually lower? How does that work? Okay. Well, it is what it is, right? There we go. Okay, looks like the Bob is picking those up, so that's good. This one doesn't seem like it's just a pancake. Or if it is, it's a pretty thick pancake. I don't know how much I need, but that should probably be enough. I'm thinking. Okay, so, yeah, let's just hop up out of here somehow. Oh, okay. Now we get to go this way. All right, and then back this way. go. All right. So, Mr. Assembler, what are you doing? Still trying to learn. Okay, refinery. Still working on stone. Can you do the silver first, please? Let's see. Ghost of Snuffle says, the thinness of the gold deposits on planets irk me to no end. I usually go to space for gold instead. I mean, makes sense. Is that the sun? And then we want to make sure that we did pick up all that extra silver. Good. All right. Production. Okay, good. So it learned those. Good. And then power cell tier 3. There we go. Just got to give it some time. Okay, so that is, yes, power cell tier 3. Okay, so we're going to want to keep like 100 of those. And we'll keep like 100 of these on tap at all times. There we go. Good. All right, so we are now producing power again. Yay. Except for, you know, those panels, which look like they still are. What? No, they're not. Okay. This one is, though. That one is not. That one is. And then that one is. That one is. Excellent. All right. So, and then these things aren't going to produce until the sun is kind of mostly overhead, which I'm not really too worried about right now. But we've got our space elevator started, and then I still have to get like all of the interior parts in here done. So that's going to be something. But yes, we got our intermediate elevator working. And then I'm thinking what I'm going to do over here is make a, as they say in Great Britain, a garage. A garage. So I'll just, oh, and I need steel plate. Okay, well, I mean, there's plenty of steel plate right here, right? So let's just grab some of this. It's about as good as that's gonna get. All right. Can I go under here? Yes, I can. Excellent. All right, so that's just gonna make sure that we're connected on multiple sides. Did you know that they don't call like the trunk of a car a trunk over in the UK either? They call it a boot. Like how is that a boot? Like a boot, like the thing you put on your foot. Like how, what? I don't understand. And then like a baby stroller is called a pram. Like how, where does pram even come from? I don't get it, man. And then, of course, like over in there, like if you get into like the authentic, you know, United Kingdom people, you go like to the next town over and they have like a different accent. You go 2 towns over and it's completely different. And it's like, how? I mean, like we have like in Freedom Land, like we have accents, right? We have Midwestern, which is what I am for the most part. We have what I call Yooper, so that's going to be your Minnesota and your upper Michigan, upper Wisconsin, that whole area, like up in there. And you know, they go over here, they talk like this, you know, they're Charlie Barons, you know, if you know that guy, he's a comedian. He basically does his entire shtick in that accent. So that's kind of like a, I don't know, a thing that they do. Okay, so Ghost of Snuffle says, back in the days, car trunks were steam trunks that were strapped to the car. Then it's blocked by a little heart emoji, but the UK, the same trunks were called cargo boots. See, I don't get it though. And like pram, like how do you explain pram, right? And then like if you go over there and like, you know, you're wearing shorts or something and like they make a comment about it and you say, oh yeah, I forgot to put my pants on, or I forgot to bring any pants. Like pants over there means something completely different. So it's just, I don't know, it's just silly. Okay, so I would like a gate. Yes. This absolutely huge thing here. Now, my question is, can I fit my little rover into here? Survey says, maybe? I have no idea. All right, so let's turn the parking off. And then let's just kind of drive over here a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is less than 2 full blocks wide. Well, it's probably, with the wheels, it's probably about 2 full blocks wide. So it might actually fit in there. It's kind of ridiculous, but okay. Just going slow, don't mind me. Yeah, and like whatever happened to steam trunks? Like those were like impressive pieces of luggage. Like they're usually like a wood frame, like with, you know, steel reinforcement on the corners and stuff like that. Like whatever happened to those? Like did they just like die or something? Like what's up with that? Can this fit? Can it fit? It can fit. Huh. Well, imagine that. All right. That is fairly surprising, as far as I'm concerned. Actually, let's back up this way a little bit, and get us going back this way. This thing looks like a little crab, just with wheels instead of legs. All right. So if I do that, right, what I want to do is put a connector on the back. And that's how we'll, you know, do our little connection, whatever thing. And then over here, of course, that's going to have to be there. So actually, hang on. If I did like a curve here, and then this has got to line up centered on here, and I could actually run that all the way to the edge there, and then put a connector over onto here. It's like huge, but okay. And then take our brake off, and then back into it ever so slowly. There we go. And then we need our little connector to switch lock. All right, so what's going on with you? Let's see. Ghost of Snuffle says, I think they replaced trunks with luggage because of weight and size limitations. Airplane carry-on luggage once it replaced trains as the main transportation. I suppose. But still, I mean, they were like very impressive pieces of luggage. Okay, how's... Okay, let's turn this on. Huh. There we go. Okay, so now this thing can get charged. So that'll be good. And then I'll have this to be able to connect to other things, which will be good. And then he has a way in and out, which is also good. Right, and then once I've got that, I'm gonna put like a wall across here. And then we'll do like another one over here, and we'll kind of like zigzag it out. So I can put like multiple vehicles in here, if I so choose. And then up above it, I'll put a secondary hangar for flying vehicles. So we'll have like a floor at this level. And then we'll probably like make this a little bit fancier, of course. And do like half blocks there. And then that can go there, and then this can go to a half block. And of course, some of this is going to have to go... Well, actually, yeah, let me just get that in here real quick. No, that actually, I think that works out. Okay. And then, I suppose that doesn't really need to be anything. Except for you, sir. And then, like, this will be... Like, do I want to have, like, a door going through here? Probably, right? So we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, so I can put a door here. And I'll just kind of, I don't know, rotary airlock, or do I just do, like, a centered, normal kind of door that I can just leave open? Apparently I need interior plate to build that? What? Why? Okay. Interior plate. That'll be good. Okay, so these should be building. Good. Alright. And then, of course, this has to drop down. And then, let's see, door. That's not the door. That is the door. Alright, make sure it's in the right spot. Sort of, kind of, anyways. Yeah, and then that way, this can kind of be like a separation between these things. So that way everyone gets kind of like their own little, you know, garage area. Or each vehicle gets its own garage area. You know, lots of space in there. And then what I could do, actually, instead of having this in here, of course I'm going to need girders now because, well, actually, will I? No, I can actually make this work. Okay, sweet. Oh, those aren't in the middle. I don't have like a full block window. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just close it off. Alright, so that can go over there, and then we can put in like okay, so let's do symbols. Call this A. And then we probably want it to stand out a bit. So if we did it, I don't know, like that. That looks terrible. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but it's just, it's not popping as much as I would prefer it to pop. That's the same. That's terrible too. I could do the gold armor because that actually pops more, so I guess it works. And then if I do another gate, yeah. Oh, that is, we're not going to do a gold gate. Nope, definitely not. And then we could do... I mean, how would this even work? if I made it up this high. Like, I could probably pull this off, right? Especially if it's like a flying vehicle that goes in there, because then you have like a little bit more room to kind of move around. I think that would work. And then that can go out. Alright, and then once I finish putting kind of like the shell on this, I'm probably going to end the stream because it is past 8:30. And unfortunately I have work in the morning, so... You, sir. Okay, why is the auto rotate on? Turn that off, please. I don't need it. To turn the auto rotate off, if you are not already aware, is the T button. Alright, and then we'll go with that and rotate that. Good. Alright, and then this, I can probably take this out. And then, nope, into here. Get this. Then that can go out to here. And then we'll do a T. Oh, that looks terrible. Okay, so that we won't do a T. Do one of these. Point it that way because reasons. And then throw in another one of these things. See, but then that looks kind of terrible over here, so... And then we'll probably have to get this to connect over to there somehow. Let's see. Ghost of Snuffle says, I woke up at 1 a.m. this morning and couldn't go back to sleep. That sucks. No, we probably are. Yeah, that should be enough room to like connect a small vehicle, right? Let's see. Connector. Yeah, they can just like, you know, fly in, do a little connecty thing. There should be enough room for them to spin around if it's a small enough vehicle. Let's see, and then we'll do another door to connect in between everything. All right. Okay. So that'll work. So I've got my ground stuff over here, and I'm going to put in, let me see. Nope. Yep. Okay. I'll put in this. That way it has something to kind of, you know, drive up upon. And I'll just kind of continue that out this way. That should work. And then this is going to be... should probably make this a number, right? And then that has got to be a golden number 1. So flights get, or flying vehicles get numbers, and then ground vehicles get letters. And that should be how that works. And I can set up sensors to open and close these things upon detection of a small grid vehicle or something like that. So that'll be fine. But yeah, so that is the start of our garage. We've got our drill area here, which is still doing fairly well. We've got our elevator built. We've got all of our batteries in here now built. We've got a bunch of solar panels in here, which are actually producing, which is amazing. Plus all of these ones. And then we still have all of this going through and doing the whole drilling thing. So I would say that is probably a fairly successful stream, which is good. But we have a lot more building to do on this thing, so I'm going to end it right here. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and once again, thank you guys all for coming out. I do appreciate it. And if you like what you saw, come back tomorrow. We'll do it again. Same time, same place, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time from Freedom Land. But that's all I got. So, have a good night, everybody, and